I'm married to a dreamer, and after 8 years, I've learned a lot in just dealing with that well or handling that well. And I just wanted to pass that on to anyone else who might be married to a dreamer out there. I've spoken to many other people in the same boat as me, and then I've spoken to wives who it's the other way around. They're the dreamer and their husband is the practical, task oriented one. And so I have gathered knowledge on the subject, not like brilliant on it, but I've learned a lot in 8 years. So I'm very much not a dreamer. I am very like, what can we do today? What can we do tomorrow? What can we start implementing in our lives today? And it's really hard for me to sit around and talk about stuff that's not real, that may never happen, just for fun. That's not my idea of fun, because I'm not a dreamer. But that is what dreamers like to do. Dreamers like to dream. They just want to sit and talk about what ifs and can you imagine if, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's just who they are. And so how do someone like me deal with that? I don't want to sit around and talk about something, that's not real or can't actually occur. It may never happen. I have the tendency to feel like it's a waste of time. I'm like, let's do something right now and see the results right in front of us, So for task-oriented, practical, motivated, just like accomplishers, people like me, it's really hard to deal with that. But I've had to deal with it because I am married to a dreamer. So I've learned that dreaming with your spouse is great for them and for you. It strengthens your relationship. That's all they want. They just want you to partake in the dreaming. Throw in some ideas. Listen. Say, yeah, that's awesome. When in the dating season, I think it's really exciting to have a dreamer, because there's a lot of exciting, impulsive decisions and adventure. And the way I thought about what my marriage would be like before I was married was, wow, my marriage is going to be so adventurous because I just said his name. Yes, his name is Hector. He's so spontaneous and impulsive, not to a fault. And of course I help him in that too, because the opposite really does well, balances you out. But I was very excited about that. But then you actually get married, and then there's the actual, your personality, who you really are, is who you're going to be. And then the order of life, just life happens, work, church, children, schedules, routines. And then all of a sudden the impulsive and, adventure stuff is not what life is, and it can become more stressful and build more tension and become conflict versus fun like you thought it would be. So before marriage, it's so exciting, and then you get married and it's like, can we stop dreaming for a minute, please, and like worry about this actual thing here and work on it? And so what I've learned is that to not get so caught up in the conversations, because I think they know that it's not going to happen either. It's just fun for them to talk about it, even if they know it's never going to happen. It's fun for them to dream. So just dream with them. Listen to them. Let that be your date night. Let that be your conversation for the night. Instead of having a heart-to-heart on how can we be more consistent in disciplining our children, dream that night. Talk about dreams, her dreams. If you're the guy, talk about her dreams, And if you're the woman, talk about his dreams. Just let that be your time together. Listen to them, partake, have fun. Another thing is, to not burst their bubbles. Like, they're just having fun. There's no reason to be negative and to say, well, that's never going to happen. Well, that's stupid. Well, I don't like that idea. Well, this would be better. Just let them have fun. Let them dream. Don't burst their bubble. Don't be negative. Don't cut the dream short. Just roll with it, And then something else is, not everybody is opposites. Sometimes there's two dreamers, and I was actually told by my friend, she's a girl, she's the dreamer in the marriage, and I asked her, what do you think a marriage with two dreamers would be like? And she said, I think there'd be a lot of nothing getting done happening. And I was laughing. She's like, if it wasn't for my husband, nothing would get done. And I can say, and my husband will tell you, that I really help get things done. So normally opposites attract. Normally there's the two opposites. And so if you're the one who can get things done, man, make one of their dreams come true. Make two of their dreams come true. Put your personality into it and actually help them achieve some of these dreams, because you're not just going to sit around talking about it, you're going to make it happen. So that's always very fun when you can hear their ideas and hear their dreams and hear their thoughts and then say, you know what, let's do that one for real. And then you can make your husband's dreams come true. How awesome is that? So that's something that I've learned and I've gotten to do a couple of times, and is really fun. And I think that's the majority of what I wanted to say. And then also just the natural, like, opposites attract. You know, it's such a blessing from God that opposites do attract. And where I am very structured and organized and keep to a schedule and routine, my husband's more impulsive and adventurous, and so he can pull me out of that and has pulled me out of that. I used to be way more da, 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 da. Now I'm a lot more free-spirited, but he's pulled me in that direction. And where he used to be completely just not organized at all, he's a lot more intentional and structured now than he used to be. So we balance each other out and help each other out. So that's a blessing from the Lord and his design, how most of the time opposites attract. Sometimes it's the same, but that's fine, because there's no like cookie cutter. We all have different temperaments and different personality types. But hopefully this is stuff that applies to most dreamers, and I hope that that's helpful to you. And then just to the dreamer, just so that you know, the non-dreamers, us boring people, we're boring. We like to talk about, boring stuff, and it's really hard to talk about something that isn't real and isn't gonna happen. The value in something actually happening is so much more thrilling to our personality type. So have grace on us too. I can't really speak to like what or how you should do that, but maybe, I don't know, not be so hard on the structured, scheduled person and thinking that they're rigid or not enjoying life, because that is how we enjoy life, having everything in order. So we are enjoying life, it's just different. So I don't know, maybe somebody that is a dreamer and has learned about their spouse and how their spouse is more organized and structured and practical and task oriented, maybe you can speak to that a little better from your end, since I'm not there. But I bet you it's easier for them anyway, since dreamers are more laid back. But I hope this is encouraging to anyone who is married to a dreamer, and if you have anything that you've learned, please share it in the comments. Have a good day.